Okay. So, Juliet, can you 준비 hands or hips to the right and left? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 하나, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 shoulder 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 head circles 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, switch 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, switch 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, switch 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, arm circles forwards 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 backwards 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 and forward one back 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 other way 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 arms out front, bend straight 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 side stretch 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, switch 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, switch 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, switch 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, right side twist 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 hip circles 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 other way 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 knee circles 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 other way 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 feet together, both knee circle 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 other way 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 feet apart, hang for two and squat for two, hang 하나, 둘, squat, 셋, 넷, hang 하나, 둘, squat, 셋, 넷, hang 하나, 둘, squat, 셋, 넷, hang 다섯, 여섯, squat, 일곱, 여덟, hang down, shift your weight 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열 rise, okay. Our workout, we're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff. A bunch of it's gonna be various ways of moving around on the ground, some getting up, some going down. So let's just start off on the ground. All right, and we're gonna go to crab walk position. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna be up in crab walk, and then we're just gonna pick up each limb on its own. So I'm gonna go kick, kick, lift, lift, and as soon as I do that, I'm gonna turn around 90 degrees and then do it again. Order doesn't really matter, however you want. Then we're just gonna do this for a little while. So on your own, go ahead, crab walk position, boom, pick up each arm, each leg on its own, kick and hand and kick and hand and whatever. And then after you get back to your starting position, then go the opposite direction. What is this? What are we doing? This new game. Very exciting. And again, when you get back to the starting point, and again, switch directions. Okay, good. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna pick up the opposite hand and foot. Hold on a sec. Okay, so we're doing some stuff on the ground. We'll do that again real quick. So starting off in crab walk position, we'll just do one each way. So what I'm gonna do is gonna go kick, hand, any order, turn 90 degrees, and then repeat. You can do leg, leg, arm, 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 leg, leg. Doesn't really matter as long as you do all four in some order. When you get back to your starting point after turning 90 degrees 4 times, do it again and then just turn around the opposite direction. And then next time, keep on going. But next time, you're just going to pick up the opposite arm and leg at the same time. And then, again, turn 90 degrees, opposite arm and leg. And once you get to your starting point, go back the other way. Then whenever you're done with that, we're gonna do it again. You're gonna pick up the same arm and leg. So the same side, again, turn 90. When you get to the front, you always then just switch to the direction until you've gone all the way around in both directions. Okay. Once you're done with that, we're gonna be in crab walk position, and we're gonna flip over to bear crawl position, but we're gonna put a little bit to make more of a workout. We're gonna put a tricep dip. So I'm gonna go here, tricep dip. I'm gonna kick my hand and foot over to push-up position, do a push-up, then go back. Then tricep dip, go over the other way, do a push-up, then go back, and that's one. You're gonna do 10 of those. So I went over, so tricep dip, over push-up, come back, tricep dip, over push-up the other way, come back, and that's one. And then 10 of those. Dip, kick over, push-up, kick over back, tricep dip, kick over, push-up, kick back, and then repeat. You can switch the order if you want, as long as you do all of them. Okay, finish up the one you're on. Okay, now we're gonna do something similar to what we just did in bear crawl. So I'm gonna be in bear crawl position, hand, foot, turn 90. As long as you pick up all four, doesn't matter. Turn 90 and keep on going. You've gone all the way one way, then all the way the other way. Okay, let's go ahead. Turn 90. I'm trying to change the order each time. Your body very quickly tries to adapt to what you're doing to reduce the amount of effort, conserve calories. So if you change it a little bit, it's going to force it to work more, which means more calories, more muscle must be built. It's going to have to work harder. Once you're done, we're gonna do the same thing we did with crab walks, where opposite hand and foot, turn 90, repeat. Again, once you get back to your original facing, you'll just go the other direction. When you get back the second time, then you're done. And 90, opposite hand foot, 90, repeat. Okay, now of course, just like the other one, same hand foot, turn 90, same hand foot, 90, go ahead. Oops, same. What is this thing? So curious. This is in the lap. You're not a lap dog. I know. You grab me. Dog hug. Okay, now we're gonna repeat the same thing we did with crab walk. We're not gonna do 10, we're just gonna do 5 this time. It's easy, go. Go. Now you're gonna go push up and over, tricep dip, over and back, push up and over, tricep dip, over and back. So Australian Shepherd nibbling at your fingers the whole time. We're just gonna do 5 of those. So, go ahead. Oh, start with a push up, flip over, tricep dip, flip back, push up, other way, tricep dip, back, push up, over, tricep dip, back. So finish up the one you're on. Okay, now we're gonna do a couple varieties of kind of plank motions and some neck strengthening stuff, which we haven't done in a while, but I'm incorporating a bunch of new stuff to make our workouts in confined spaces more diverse. So we're gonna start off, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna go in kind of a bear crawl or up dog position. You're just gonna push back down to a child's pose, come up to a push-up, and then put your head down and just rock forward and back. Come back up and repeat. So we're gonna do about 10 of these, starting off. Back, push back, knees apart, child's pose, stretch out your back, push forward, push up, come up, top your head on the ground, rock forward and back, come up, back, child's pose, up, forward, push up, head on the ground, rock forward and back, up, and repeat. Child's, forward, push up, head, rock, forward and back, and up. Child's, forward, push up, back, head on the ground, rock forward and back, up. Child's pose, up, push up, head on the ground, forward, up, back, halfway down, up, push up, head, rock forward and back, back, child's pose, forward, push up, head, forward, back, child's pose, 3 more, forward, push up, head, forward, back, child's pose, 2 more, forward, push up, head, forward, back, back, child's pose. Last one, forward, push up, head, forward, back, back, child's pose. Okay, good. Now, mix it up. We're gonna do just some rocking motions. So you're gonna rock up, shoulder stall for a second, sit up, rock up, shoulder stall. And we're just gonna do 10 of those. So ready to go. Rock up, try and balance for a second, rock forward, rock up, shoulder stall, rock forward. When you rock forward, try and go all the way up so your rear end comes off the ground just a little bit. Okay. Now, when we kick up, we're gonna do a triangle position. So I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna kick one leg under and hook over. So this is how you do a triangle choke. So we're gonna kick up to that position, and then you're just gonna come up to one foot, rock up, and then tuck the other one under, foot tucked as tight under knee as you can, and then repeat, rock up, tuck, come down, rock up, tuck, come down. Just keep on going until I say stop. Okay. Now, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna rock back, but we're gonna kick up. Imagine someone's standing over, so you're in monkey foot position, they're coming past, you're gonna rock up, boom, and kick one foot up, trying to hit them in the chin. So imagine they're reaching down, trying to get to you, or they're throwing a punch, roll back, kick up. Again, we're going up to the shoulders to maximize our height. You wanna be able to kick almost as tall as you are, as long as up to the chin. You could also be going, if they're really coming over you, it could be a shorter kick to the groin, or if they're bending over to the chest. But I'm gonna rock up, kick with one leg as high as I can, then next time rock back, kick up with the other leg, rock back, kick. And just keep on doing those till I say stop. Go ahead. Kick, kick. And it can be a snap kick motion, which will give you a little bit more reach, but a little less power, or it can be a heel, which is the opposite, a little more power, a little less reach. Either way, see if you can tuck your body and push up, not just your leg, but lift your hips up to get more of your body into the kick. Okay, now we're gonna be going back and forth from crab position back up to our bear crawl position, but we're gonna do it by rocking back, rock back, come up, over, out to a push-up, or basically a bear crawl position, hop back in, rock back, up, repeat. Okay, and again, just do these till I say stop. So ready, go, up, come forward, hop over, feet shoot back, push up, hop them back, rock backwards, up and repeat. A few more. Try and speed up the last ones to make the motion as fluid. One position to the next as possible. Last one. Okay. Next, we're going to do some self-defense stands, but we're going to do them a couple different ways. So we're going to start off regular self-defense stand. We're going to do it with two hands first, hands down, hips up, hop backwards. But when we go down, I'm going to reverse it, hands down,
foot kicks back, like I'm kicking him in the shin, and then land on my side. So we're just gonna do about 5 per side. So hands down, hips up, hop backwards, all the way to stand. Hands back down, your back foot kicks under, land on your side. This is either stomping in the knee or getting ready for a scissor sweep motion and back. Hands down, hop up, hands down, kick forward. Hands down, hop up, hands down, kick forward. Couple more, hop up, kick forward. One more, make sure when you come up, hands come up to protect. Okay, now on the other side, give me a minute to move my mic so I don't crush it. One downside of this, sometimes I need my right hip. Okay, so other side, hands down, hop up to fighting stance, hands down, bottom foot kicks. Hands down, hop up, hands up, hop down, kick. Hop up, kick. Couple more, hands up. Last one, kick. Okay, now I'm gonna go, let's see, from our crab walk position, I'm gonna do self-defense stand, but we're gonna do the switches first. Last couple things we do. I'm gonna pick up one hand, the opposite foot, like we were doing before, but the opposite foot is gonna kick under. I'm gonna keep this one in the air. I'm gonna stand up. Then I'm gonna go down, reverse it. This one plants, other one kicks across, and back to crab walk, or sitting down. Here, my hand comes up. This is keeping him at bay. Kicking creates some space. Kick it up. Then I'm just gonna rewind it. Maybe they're grabbing onto my arm. This is another great way into the scissor sweep. Drop down, kick, down. And again, up, hop back, hands down, kick. And again, hang out on the ground, hand up, back, down, kick. And now let's do a few starting from monkey foot position. So I'm here, hand comes up, foot comes up, kick, hop back, up, down, reverse it, kick, back to monkey feet. So back in monkey feet again, hands down, hand up, hop back, down, kick, back to monkey feet. One more. And if you can do it faster, do it faster. Down, kick, hop back, back, kick, back. Okay, other side. So starting off just the motion, one hand, other foot, up on one hand, this one stays up, protect you, hop back, back down, that same back foot kicks across, back on the ground. Again, hop back, up, hand down, kick across, down, up, down, kick across. Okay, now we're gonna go to monkey feet with that same side we just did. So again, kick with this foot, hand comes up, hop back, down, kick, back to monkey feet. Hand up, kick, monkey feet, or back up, down, kick, monkey feet. Up, kick, back, down, kick, monkey feet. And one more, faster, up, kick, back, down, kick, monkey feet. All right. And that was the last one. So go ahead and stand up and yeah. Okay, 2-minute water break, bathroom break, and come on back. So face me, check it. Okay, we're gonna work a little bit on our general philosophy is we don't wanna fight at knockout distance. We either wanna go a little further and create space with Taekwondo style kicks, and if you're really solid, just try and win with a knockout kick. Again, those odds are pretty low, but you can maybe take out their leg and they fall down and you run, or stomp on their knee, create some space so you can run, or grab a weapon, or whatever it is. However, you might end up, for whatever reason, at fighting distance. Maybe there's multiple attackers and you're retreating, trying not to get grabbed, and you're trying to throw some attacks, hoping for that knockout because you have multiple people. Stakes are much higher. Also, generally, we don't punch the head very often, but we'll assume this is that situation where I have to be at this distance, which generally means I'm fighting going backwards, because if I'm fighting forward, I'm gonna get in close where I'm inside that range. So if it's one person, I can get in close, and then I can try and submit him or take him out close range. At more people, I'm gonna fight retreating. And so we're gonna work on fighting backwards. Again, this is assuming multiple people, or maybe they just jump me and I don't know what's going on. It looks like there's one person, but I don't know if there's more. So I'm being a little bit more defensive. I've got some space to go to, and so I'm gonna be fighting back. So first thing we're gonna do, assuming we're gonna go with the jumped hypothesis. So I've been jumped and I just see something coming at my head. I don't know if it's a bat or a knife or a fist or a rock or whatever. So when it comes at me, I'm gonna duck my head, other hand comes up across to protect. Whichever side it's on, that hand shoots up, boom. I'm hoping to hit, if they're close, groin. If they're not, hopefully the chin. And I wanna, if you just have your body upright, your arm won't have very much power, but if I bend down and shove my hip up a little bit, not only does that move my head further away, but it means this hammer coming up actually has power. It's probably not gonna be a knockout, but I can at least get it in their face and distract them. Even if it's a knife coming at me, then if it's a straight slash, my arm's gonna get cut, but it's better my arm getting cut than my ribs or my neck or something. So I'm essentially sacrificing this arm. And if it's swinging around to the side, hopefully this will hit him and distract him a little bit, and my head's out of harm's way. I'm exposing ribs, which are fairly safe, as long as they're not shanking in the kidney. But anyway, doing the best I can. And so we're just gonna start doing that motion. You're just gonna stand. Motion comes, it's too close. You know, we have this instinct of doing this side kick, but it's too close for that. It's right next to you, boom, and then reset. Actually, let's do this. We'll go boom, go to fighting stance, or boom and move in. Moving in is often safer, but not always. But I go boom, and then either move out, do a fighting stance, and then relax, or boom, move in with this front cover, just protect against whatever's coming. This is not as good as a side cover, not as good as against a bob and parry, but pretty good against everything. So I'm just gonna pick that up as I move in, and then again, you wanna be in fight mode or not fight mode. So I start off and you wanna relax out of fight mode engaged, and then intentionally relax fight mode, go to back relax mode. And then maybe they come from the other side, boom, fight mode engaged, I move in, and then choose to relax it. You're trying to train your body to switch to this on mode instantly, not to this kind of on, kind of not. And we're just gonna do this for a little while. You can just focus on one side over and over, and once that feels good, to do the other side, or you can alternate, however you wanna do it. And then we'll do some follow-ups from here, but for now, that's how we're starting. So they come at you, boom, and get in or out, and then intentionally relax. Boom. To help myself intentionally relax, once I'm done, I stop moving and then stop. So you don't wanna, as long as you're moving, you don't wanna train your body to relax while you're still moving, but okay, there's no one there, it was just a bird, relax. But I wanna stay in that on mode. As long as I'm moving, I'm on, and then off. One benefit of this too, so I'll go ahead and do this and I'll talk a little bit while you're doing it. One benefit too is hopefully you can find relaxed mode. So if it's not even a fight situation, it's just a stress, like, you know, you're in traffic and a car swerves and cuts you off, or you check your email and you get this email that you don't know what to deal with and it kind of puts you in panic mode, or maybe if you're a Sean and your mom yells at you to do that homework thing that you totally forgot about, or whatever it is, you just go into that fight or flight mode. You go, okay, you're in fight or flight mode, you kind of seize up and tense up and go, okay, stop moving, take a breath or breathe out and relax, go out of that mode. Okay, and then keep on going, boom. and stop for a second and then let your guard down. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a combo. So this is the retreating one where I'm throwing the attack and then moving away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. Now I wanna go away. I've created some space. I'm gonna pick up this foot quick. I'm doing a side kick to the knee or the shin or whatever I can reach, just a quick pop to create a little bit more space so I can back out and either assess the situation or run or whatever it is. And then I'm gonna reset. And again, you can just do the same side over and over. And once that side feels good, then switch. But cover, kick, then intentionally stop for a second, breathe out, relax. So you're training that ability to relax afterwards. If the fight not be done, you might relax and then there's something else, but then at least you're in a relaxed, ready state. Because if you're in a tense state and you're fixated over here, one thing that tends to happen in fight situations, people get fixated on the danger and you want to be able to relax, soften your vision, go to a broader view instead of this hyper-focused view. And then relax. Relax. Okay, do a couple more. Make it really fast, so someone's rushing you. Yep. Yeah, looks good. One more per side. Okay. Now we're gonna go the offensive response, which is I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna move in. As soon as I throw this, if I'm going in, I'm gonna go to a cover, I'm gonna jam up. And once you're in here, it's not a bad idea to have kind of a default combination that is comfortable for you, especially one per side. So if I end up, generally, most people are right-handed, so that thing you're defending against is probably the right hand, but it might be the left. Once I go in, I'm gonna assume to start that they're on the right side. So I crashed into them, and once I crashed into them, their head is over here. So I'm generally gonna hook, do a quick hook over that arm. If you want more security, you headlock it. Headlock is gonna give it a much tighter control, but the downside is you're pretty much tied up with that for a couple seconds. So a little bit of control, but more flexibility, more control. And then generally the motions are this to the head, and these can be strikes. They can be, you can even do claws to the ear, or if they're facing you, to the eyes, hammers, chops to the neck, boom, whatever. You can also do this same hand after you go out. If they're closer, you can do elbows. So you can do longer range as a chop, closer range, maybe you're up on their bicep, elbow a couple times. You can also bring it down and do low uppercuts, palm heels, rising elbows if their head went down. So if you went like this, you do something like that. So their head goes down, come up, or you can go down and then just palm heel or rising slap or rising vertical ridge hand, come up to the face. But we're gonna go, let's just start from here and we'll add the two steps together. So you're gonna start here. I just blocked and then I go hammer or whatever it is. That's my default, is pluck this hammer the other way, boom. And then just experiment what works with someone's right there. If you want, you can go next to a wall and fight your wall a little bit. So I blocked, and then I go hammer on the wall, elbow, flick to the groin, whatever. But again, start in this position every time. You just crashed in, and make sure you're in that ready. You don't want to be relaxed here. You're either on or off. So I'm in on mode, boom, 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 boom. And if you have one you really like, do it a bunch of times, but you don't want to have just one. You would generally want, you want to principle roughly what stuff you're good at, not necessarily a technique, which might fail you. So boom, 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 boom. Maybe hook their head and throw some knees. Downside of knees is if they grab it, you're probably going to the ground, unless you're really quick. So if you're doing a knee, instead of doing a knee, you might also hook their head and do kicks to the leg. So like a low roundness kick or sweeping to widen their stance. You can flick to the groin. You might do a crossing kick, or if they're a little further away, a quick side kick to their knee or their leg. But again, start ready, and then boom, maybe use both hands. Maybe you don't hold on to that arm. Maybe you just crash into it, and you go right, left, and then maybe hook their face. Boom, go to the throat. Boom. And when you're thinking about it, I just did it, your tendency is probably going to be to, as soon as you finish the combo, you're stopping and think about it, and it's easy to drop your guard. But again, intentionally, boom, 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 and then relax. And then reset, on, boom, 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 off. Okay, so if you have one you really like, do that one 3 or 4 times, and then try something different. Use your imagination. Their arm is coming out, it's wrapping around you. Their hands are up here, their head's up here, their ribs are down here, their legs can be all sorts of different positions. They might have one leg forward or the other leg, you don't really know. Boom, then maybe a kick to the leg, then kick to the other leg, get a hook on the head, drag them to the ground. Okay, now we're gonna do the same crash. We're gonna end up on the other side. So now, mentally, they're over here on my left side instead of on my right side. Boom, maybe it's the same combo you did on the other side. Maybe that doesn't feel natural on that side and you do something else. Boom. And as always, whatever hand you're not using is up protecting your head, especially in this close. Their other arm is probably swinging around, maybe an elbow, maybe there's a headbutt. So especially important, your hand is up and you're at really close range. So even higher than normal. Normally I keep it out, hands down, because it's generally a little bit faster for offense. But in that close, you want to pick it up even higher. So your guard is over here. I don't need as much visibility because I know where they're at. I'm physically touching them. So I don't have to worry as much about vision. They might have other people around that I want to worry about, but for a few seconds, long enough to get this combination off, I'm fixated on that. So crashed, boom, this is hooked, boom, boom. Okay, now we're gonna put those together and we're closing in. So I'm gonna do this cover. I swing up, I crash in, and then you can assume they're on the right or assume on their left. You just go in, boom, 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 boom. Do whatever combo is natural, go back to your fighting stance, and then relax. Don't turn off until you turn you off. And then just do one side a bunch of times, do the other side, and then you can do this side, and oop, it's the other arm. As I was going forward, I saw this one swing, so I went to that one instead. Now I'm on the other side. And then stay in fighting stance, relax, reset. Now, if you can't think of anything else, washing machine agitator, elbows, go off that motion. And then you can maybe catch something going the other way, a rake to the eyes, a hammer, a slap up the side of the head, doesn't really matter. Remember, you're disabling someone physically is pretty unlikely, so you're not necessarily fighting their capacity to fight, you're fighting their willingness to fight. So you're trying to break them so they don't want to keep on going. And if you do happen to submit them by knocking them out or whatever, they fall down, then great, but you don't want to rely on that. And then again, intentionally relax and reset. You're standing there, cover, smack, crash. And then once you're there, you can either focus on your combo if they don't have one that feels natural, or you can go for intensity where it's less important they're doing something effective and more that you're just overwhelming their ability to defend. and either overwhelm their ability to defend or their will to keep on fighting. So one of those two modes, either way, you want your core slightly engaged. You want that on mode, that ready mode, until you purposely off mode and turn it all the way off. Just go to completely relaxed. And again, hands are up when you're in that close. If you're not using it, just kind of pick it up to protect the side of your head. Going in, I'm protecting the front. Once I'm in close, I'm protecting the side. And you can even throw up this way. Just throw it, if maybe you're throwing an elbow and an attack comes in, pick it up, and you can protect with the bottom side instead of the top side. So one nice thing about this elbow motion too, is I can pick it up to protect, or if I'm doing a strike, I can abort and at least get something in the way. They get the wing instead of the shield. Okay, do a couple more. Okay, good. So now we're gonna go, earlier or yesterday we were working on some intercepting strikes. We don't have a partner to work on those, but we'll go with the basic idea of an intercepting attack is, from my understanding and how I'm gonna teach it, because this is my understanding of it, is someone's coming at you and you're doing a motion to intercept, not necessarily their technique, though it might be, it's timed to their motion so that their motion complements what you're doing as long as you time it right. So one of our basic examples for white belt, you do that cover and kick to the knee. That's, if someone's ready for it and they're braced in a fighting stance, probably not gonna do anything. But if they're focused on throwing this punch or reaching for you or running at you and their weight is coming down that leg and it's not in this braced position, and you get it right there, that's when the kick is really effective and really damaging. Even if they're in a fighting stance, that quick kick just splits their mind, makes them think, ooh, and makes them think about this leg. But from here. So one thing to do is imagine they're coming at you, boom, you do the pop, and we're gonna go with the assumption that that pop didn't work, and when I throw that kick, next thing I know, they're in my face. So they come at me, I do this pop, and they're here, I'm gonna do my universal front cover protect, and then here we are again. So I do the protect, I move in, so we're moving back. Most people who don't know how to fight, and even people who are trained fighters, if you can get them backing up, generally your motion on attack is gonna move you forward, all else being equal. So after a couple strikes, we didn't see boxers do this, they throw a couple punches and then they just move in close because it feels safe. It's just instinctively, we wanna be far away or we wanna be in close. So backing up, unless you're intentionally doing it and trying to do retreating fighting, which we'll get back to when we're doing these intercepting, is you wanna get, they're trying to get this full range, and this is knockout distance. Here, they can maybe do damage, but generally if they're knocking out, it's gonna be here, unless they get a really solid headbutt or elbow. But fortunately, most people think of these. Okay, so I'm gonna imagine they come at me, I throw that kick, doesn't stop them, crash in, and then whatever your combo is, you can make it short, relax, after you've paused. Okay, so if you want, you can go here. Let's actually do this one. So we go here, and then I do the kick, and then I'm gonna move in. So my attempt failed. So again, they come at you, cover, kick, move in, boom, 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 boom. Hands coming up, protecting your head. And just do that a few times per side. So boom, kick, didn't work, boom, boom, boom. And a couple more per side. your breathing, trying to stay relaxed. You want that ready feeling, but not a locked feeling. Okay. So that's that intercepting kick. I can do that aiming for the knee. You can also do a quick cut kick. So if you're decent at cut kick, you can go for the hip, boom. As long as you're ready, depending on how much momentum they have, you want to be, I like to put my back foot slightly behind me. When I've actually done this in like Taekwondo sparring, someone's throwing a big roundhouse kick, boom. Even if you're going forward, your back foot is behind you. So if they're bigger than you and it knocks you back, you've got this one to support you. A lot of people who are just learning cut kick lean back when they cut kick, and then even if they stop the person, they either fall down or fly backwards. So I just want to get this foot onto their hip. Anywhere in their center of mass, so between below the belly button up to the front of the pelvis, anywhere in there to stop their forward motion. So all we're going to do is just going to practice that. Imagine someone coming into range, pop, and then you move back a little bit after you throw that kick, a little hop. Boom. And generally we're assuming we're wearing shoes, so you want to do, whenever you're kicking, a little bit of a hop in case your foot is sticking to the ground. Boom. And you can do this anywhere from full-on front snap kick to about a 45-degree. If you get more than that, it starts to turn to a side kick, which can still work. Generally doesn't have quite as much reach. To get the reach, you have to really extend more, which takes more time. So if your foot's turned sideways a little bit, that still works. And generally for the reach, I want that front snap kick foot position, so that tiptoed position like that. So coming at you, boom, cut kick to fighting stance. Boom. Try different directions, do a couple more. They're coming from somewhere to your front. Okay, one or two more. Okay, next, we're gonna do the intercepting punch. And this is just a quick jab or reverse, generally jab because it's faster. Our general philosophy is generally want to go with a vertical fist aiming for the neck so you can catch their chin or slightly above the neck, because if you aim for the face, you tend to hit somewhere higher on the face. And if I want to be effective, if I'm throwing punches ahead, I want to really focus on that accuracy, aiming for the tip of the chin. So my hand pops up. But again, this is retreating. We're talking about fighting backwards. So say there's 3 people coming at me. I get them all in a line. This guy comes in, maybe he goes to throw, he winds up for a big punch. Maybe I cut kick and knock him off balance, create him space to run. Or maybe he comes in, boom, side kick to the knee. I time it right, his knee goes down. Those are the first 2 options we did. Now the option is, maybe he's a little bit too close to kick. I'm gonna throw this punch, boom. The other one is up to protect myself, boom. Pop to the face and then move back. So we're just gonna be standing. Whichever side they come on, you're just gonna throw this quick hips whip. Remember, this is a power generator. Other hand comes up to protect my face, boom, throw that punch, and then retreat, and then turn off. Other side, same thing. They come at you, boom, punch, boom, whipping, fast. Think of your chin height. Okay, and we're just gonna do that a few times. So they come at you, boom, hand is up, protect. You can do it from fighting stance, but when I did Krav Maga, they said always start from your arms down. It's easy to throw a punch from a fighting stance. It's much more difficult, less natural to throw it from relaxed. So I wanted to train from the harder position. And if you want, you can throw a couple more. So I throw it, they come at me again, I throw another one, boom, hips are turning. So I'm throwing the punch and pushing back. So I want maximal range, and as soon as my hand comes back, I retreat. And again, I'm forgetting, it's easy to forget off mode or on mode. So relax, and then off mode. A couple more. All right, one more per side. Try and still get reach. So one way to get reach is turning your body and extending your shoulder out. So see if you can get that, boom, and then all of that whips back, both for speed. I want to get maximal distance so I can hit this person as far away as possible. It's going to be a little bit faster if it's in here at closer range, but I want to go all the way out and back. Boom. Body turns sideways, maximize that extension. It can help too if your hand is slightly palm up, so you get at least a little bit of rotation to help unlimber your joints, just because palm down, palm up. But even if I just get a 90-degree rotation, that helps unlimber that. Okay, so now, that's mostly what I wanted to cover. We're gonna do real quick. We're just gonna mess around with all of that. So you're gonna use your imagination. Someone comes at you, maybe it's one, maybe it's a bunch. We're gonna start off, you can either go, they come up and you see them coming with enough distance, boom, you hear a couple footsteps, you see a blur motion, you're here. If it's not that, maybe they already throw a punch, you don't notice till the fist is on your face, so you're rolling down and sticking this hand up, or they grab you, you're too close to kick, or they're gonna wrench you off balance. Maybe they are grabbing you and dragging you somewhere. So if I have a little bit more time, I'm gonna go here, and maybe I kick, or maybe it's nothing, or cover, and then I can either decide I'm gonna get out of here, throw the kick, it works or it doesn't. You can decide if it doesn't work, then you're gonna go in and attack. If it does work, maybe you just retreat and relax, or maybe they follow you and you do a couple punches. Even if these punches are in the air, you might just get them to go, whoa, I don't wanna go near this guy, because every time I get close, he flashes a punch in my face. Again, we're not necessarily going for winning, we're going for deterring or ablating their will to fight. Maybe I throw this here, and then I move in. Maybe I go here, and I throw the kick. So we learned a bunch of different stuff. Maybe you end up retreating, you throw a cut kick, there's a whole bunch of them, you're moving around, boom, kick for that leg, throw a quick low roundhouse kick here, throw a jab. If you're fighting multiple people, mobility is the key thing. You're not trying to beat them, you're just trying to line them up in a group, line them up in a stack, so one is between you and the others, and then find a way out where hopefully you can get away, because you're not gonna win. Unless you get really lucky, you're not gonna win against a group of people. But maybe it's just one. Then intentionally go to off mode. And again, keep on retreating. Any one of those options. Maybe you see him coming, a bunch of people come up, you pick your hands up, you're like, whoa, guy comes up to throw the punch, boom, throw a kick, boom. Little mini switch roundhouse kicks to you. And if you have one that just feels like totally awful, messed it up, just do it again. Get the same sort of scenario, and then do something that feels better. Okay, a couple more. Maybe they're long range, maybe they're close, maybe there's one of them, maybe there's a bunch of them. Maybe what you do succeeds, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you wanted to close in and they backed up. Maybe you wanted to back up and they closed in. Maybe your kick worked, maybe it didn't. So, a couple more. Okay, good. And we're out of time, but I don't know, that's kind of fun. Challenging, mentally interesting. And again, one-on-one, generally my safer option is getting close, not always. But even if they have a knife, if you run, then they're just stabbing you in the back. Maybe they're faster than you. So even with a knife, getting in close, then you would go to the 2-on-1. We were doing this last week a little bit. You get the 2-on-1, smash your head into them, and then do the other stuff. But Even if they have a knife, if I get in close, at least I can get control of the knife arm. That's also why you're generally trying to get to their right arm, preferably on the outside of the right arm, but to the right arm. Most people are right-handed, and if you have control of that arm, you can control most of the dangerousness, which is this. So dangerous bits are hands and waistline, because this is where the weapons are. This is what uses the weapons. So if you're in that situation, so last note, if you're in that situation where there's an altercation, you want to always have the mindset that a weapon might show up. So even if there's no weapon visible at the beginning, it's actually more dangerous if the weapon is visible. Because if there's a weapon visible, usually there's a verbal threat and they're using it because they're using it and they don't usually want to use it. They still might, but they're showing the knife or the gun because this is a warning. Give me what I want, usually this hand. Do what this hand wants because of what this one has. If it appears in the middle, it's usually going to get used. So weapon shows up in the middle. So if you're fighting them and they keep trying to get under their shirt or into their pants, you need to control that hand because there's something there that this might put you in the hospital. This is probably going to kill you or might kill you, or at least more likely to put you in the hospital. All right, so anyway, we're out of time, but I will see you next time. That's me, Jay. All right, have a good one.